What's up, y'all? Today we're going to talk about the 10 largest caves in the world ranked by size. So, yeah, they say here caves can be a magical, haunting, or gorgeous. Caves can be magical, haunting, or gorgeous. These are also massive. Here are the 10 biggest caves in the world that we found because, to be fair, we haven't found 70 or 80% of the caves in the world. So, okay. So here's some nice pictures from them. So at number 10, we got Clearwater Cave System in Malaysia. You see here, it's super tall. It's very nice. Situated in Miri, Sarawak, Malaysia, the limestone Clearwater Cave System consists of a series of interconnected caves rather than just a single one. Clearwater on its own has been mapped to just above 30 miles. This is number 10 on the list, and it's at 30 miles. I mean, it's not just one cave; it's a system of caves. But I feel like that's how it is at the end of the day. That's how it makes sense. That's how it's going to be. It's not just going to be one hole in the ground. It's going to be a bunch of holes connected together because they're all in the ground. So if they're even near each other, of course, there's going to be some type of connection. Clearwater's cave system is more than just its longest member. Pause. Discovered in the late 70s, the cave system exists within Gunung Mulu National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so that's good. It's probably public then. You probably go in there and see they have lights. I mean, that looks beautiful. This looks like Superman's, what's it called? Where Superman lives. I don't know I forgot what it's called. But, wow. See that? That looks crazy. Some nice water. It's not really the cave. It's outside. I guess it's outside the cave. It's cool. All right. So at number 9, we got Lechugila Cave in New Mexico. Oh, New Mexico. Okay, that's what's up. Let's see some pictures of it real quick before I give you the. This one doesn't look that. It's probably longer than it is big because this doesn't look that that spacious. Is that snow or ice? Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's probably like mushrooms or something. Yeah, it looks like ice. The Lechuguilla Cave is located within Carlsbad Caverns National Park in New Mexico, a limestone and gypsum cave spanning across more than 138 miles. The number 10 was at just over 30 miles. That's a huge difference. 138 miles. Lechguilla is full of interesting mineral formations that have attracted the interest of geologists around the world and is thought to be the deepest cave in the United States. As far as we know. You always got to say that because we don't know. But as far as we know, that's one of the deepest caves in the United States. While discovered in the 1950s, approximately 3 decades would pass before Colorado would permit the cave to be explored further. Since the decade of hair metal explorers, Since the decade of hair metal, I don't know what that means. Explorers have investigated Lechugilla Cave while marveling at its beauty. I wonder why they didn't let people search. Maybe it was because it's not that really tall. I mean, see, I guess that's pretty tall, right? It's probably like 20 feet, 30 feet. If this person's like 6 feet, anywhere between 5'8" and 6 feet, it's probably like 20 feet ceilings. That's cool. But I've been in apartments and cribs that have ceilings that tall. That's not that tall. It's tall for somebody's house, but for a cave system, that's not that tall. I could see that. They probably thought it was some type of dangerous. I'm sure it is though. And also, if you don't know what's in there, yeah, you don't know what's in there. So everything you don't know is potentially dangerous, right? For sure. So the Wind Cave in South Dakota. Wind Cave National Park is one of the oldest of its kind in the United States. Another cave that's classified as a, quote, maze cave due to its convoluted structure and many underground passages. Wind Cave's density is staggering, even compared to other caves on this list. Those visiting the cave should also take some time to explore the national park in which it resides. Wind Cave National Park is brimming with picturesque views and serves as a protective habitat for the local wildlife. How come they ain't showing us none of the views? So come on. Number 7 is Shuangdong Cave Network. What a name. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but that sounds crazy. And China. See, this one looks a little more vast, right? Even from this picture, there's no more pictures available, but from that picture, it still looks pretty vast. The Shuangdong Cave Network in the longest cave is the longest cave in China, situated in Guizhou. Running for more than 150 miles, the network was discovered in 1987. And first of all, that's ridiculous. That's right there. Like they just discovered that yesterday. In 1987 is a fine example of underground ecosystems. There are at least 3 rivers in the lower levels of the cave, as well as a number of waterfalls. Within these bodies of waters live creatures such as fish and salamanders. So there's fish in there that people have never seen, or haven't just seen until the 80s. That's crazy. Since its discovery in the late 80s, various expeditions have been carried out in an attempt to map out the passages and discover the cave's secrets. It doesn't tell us that anything, that they actually found anything. They're just saying people went down there, which is interesting. Optimistchina Cave in Ukraine. This is a nice picture. It doesn't tell us much about the cave. This is a nice picture, I guess, right? Shout out to him or them. I think it's her. Them, whatever. Earning the crown for the longest gypsum cave, the Optimistchina Cave in Ukraine extends for over 161 miles and is divided into 10 different areas, which is crazy. These are based on the various passage structures and gypsum varieties found within. This cave, located in Korolivka, Ukraine, is widely known as a maze cave due to the fact that it is extremely elaborate and a little complicated to navigate. But don't let that put you off. Visitors should be prepared for a lot of mud, especially in the depths of the cave. I mean, it has. Oh, no, that's the other one that had that's the other one that had the waterfalls and the at least three rivers in the cave. That's crazy. But this one's open to the public. I guess they're all pretty much. I don't know if they're all open to the public, but at least that one is. But it's cool. They have 10 different areas. I wonder what they mean by 10 different areas. I think that'll be interesting. Thing to look into. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. We go in caves. Sistema Oxibela in Mexico. This is beautiful. That's some different. I ain't never seen water that blue like that. That's different. That's a different type of water right there. That's when you talking about caves. This is what I think right here. This is nice. This is like a grotto. You feel me? This is like, you sure it's not just underneath some billionaire's pool? Like this. That's what it looked like. This is nice. That's a whole different type of blue. Mexico's Sistema Oxibela is located within a 30-mile radius of the country's other largest cave system, Sistema dos Ojos, which means 2 eyes. Discovered in 1996. Come on, this was all this yesterday. Discovered in 1996. I'm older than the discovery of this. Discovered in 1996 and spanning across 167 miles, Oxibela is thought to have begun forming approximately 18,000 years ago. The name Oxibela comes from the Yakuti Maya language and translates to 3 paths of water in English. That's beautiful, I guess. No wonder. I was like, that's not Spanish. I don't know what that is. But shout out to them. Shout out to the Mayans. I mean, maybe we'll do whatever. Shout out to the Mayans. Since its formation, Oxibela has become flooded due to the effects of global warming. Today, the system is valued as one of the prominent sources of fresh water in the region. Look at that. If this ain't fresh water, there's no such thing as fresh water. Come on. Right? Okay, so where we at? Number 4, Jewel Cave. By far the coolest name so far. Or at least the easiest to say. So okay, this is nice. Oh, okay, this is why they call it the Jewel Cave. As far as aesthetically pleasing caves go, South Dakota's Jewel Cave is not to be missed. Nestled in the Black Hills National Forest, this gem, pun intended, boasts beautiful scenery below the ground as well as above. The name Jewel Cave comes from the colorful crystals that can be found adorning the inner corners of the cave. There are a number of tours you can take to truly experience Jewel Cave in all its splendor, whether you want to trek to the cave system underground or enjoy the trails on the land above. Oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. If you're ever in North Dakota, I didn't think it was ever a reason to go to South Dakota. I said North Dakota. South Dakota. I didn't think there would ever be a reason. Before this little second right now, I didn't think there was ever a reason to go to South Dakota. But now, now, chat, we just discovered the one true reason to go to South Dakota. No disrespect to nobody at South Dakota, but yeah. So let's move on. Number 3, Sistemas dos Ojos in Mexico. Whoa, look at this. Talking about blue. Like, this is beautiful. This is amazing. This looks like what the Avatar people were trying to protect. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is amazing. I wish there were more pictures, but this is enough to make me say, yeah, this is top 5. It's top 5? Top 3. It's number 3. Okay, located in Tulum. Of course, this is where this is where all the hoes go to. Oh, of course. That's why it's all coming together, chat. It's all coming together, chat. Located in Tulum, Quintana Roo, Mexico, Sistema dos Ojos was discovered in 1987 and has hooked the interest of explorers ever since. Running for over 200 miles, this limestone cave is connected to the underwater cave Sistema Sac Atun. According to largest.org, Sistemas dos Ojos is considered a prime archaeological site. Archaeologists have discovered information within this cave system that has led to many discoveries about a number of cultures. So maybe this is only a cave to us, filled with water today, but maybe people lived around here when it wasn't underwater, you know? So that's interesting. You can't just be saying stuff like that and then just like, all right, next over. Like, no, that's crazy. After the channel connecting Sistema dos Ojos with Sistema Sakatun was discovered, this cave system became known as the largest underwater cave in existence that we know, right? Because just like how they found this in 87, we could find another one tomorrow. So you always got to throw in the that we know of. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. It's not really that mammoth. It's not really that huge. This is like 7-foot ceilings. Come on. These are project ceilings. Come on, let's be real. It's unknown how far Mammoth Cave actually extends. Oh, that's why okay. But today it has been recorded that the underground system stretched at least 365 miles. Jeez. Okay. You know what? These pictures don't do it justice. These pictures ain't it. Like, if you're gonna show us pictures, Mammoth Cave has a Instagram. This from their Instagram themselves. That's funny. So new caves and networks are constantly being discovered, so there's no telling just how expansive the system really is. Humans have been exploring Mammoth Caves for over 4,000 years, and today it's still a major tourist attraction in Kentucky. Well, again, if you didn't know why people will go to Kentucky, this is one reason to go visit this cave. This is worth going to Kentucky, for real. A particularly stunning cave. It hosts a variety of stalactite formations. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's some type of crystal. These were created through water that leaked through the limestone ceiling of the cave over the millennia. So before we go into that, okay, it's cool. All right, let's go. So now the last cave. Oh, this is what I was talking about, chat. Son Doong Cave in Vietnam. Look at this. Look how tall that is. Look what these are people down here. Look at this little bitty person right here. Look at him. That's crazy. Look at this. That's crazy. This one should be called the Mammoth Cave. So with caverns large enough to house a 40-story skyscraper, the recently discovered Son Doong Cave in Vietnam forces visitors to descend 260 feet just to enter its parameters. Son Doong was discovered in 1991 by a man named Ho Khan, who was living in the nearby jungle. My son was just living in the jungle. Was like, what the hell is this? So that's pretty funny. I'm glad it wasn't like some people who like, oh, I came all around the world just to come see this cave. He was just like looking for dinner and was like, what the hell? He probably fell. Imagine falling 260 feet to find this. That's pretty funny. The first expedition to the cave was led by the British Cave Research Association in 2009. See, they found that Sundog is approximately 3 million years old. For those wanting to visit, Oxalis Adventures is the only company to run tours in the caves. Also, at least you can go visit right now. The largest cave that we've known that can house a 40-story skyscraper is available to to tour. So go do that if you want to.